European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen used her speech in Strasbourg to reflect on the Ukrainian and European response over the last 2 years. She described Ukrainians as heroic and said that Russian President Vladimir Putin had started a fight, quote, against freedom, self-determination and democracy at large. But she also looked forward to what's to come in the conflict.
This indomitable spirit is what we have to keep in mind here in Europe and right across the democratic world at this juncture of the war. There's no time for wavering. There's no time for navel-gazing. The message Europe sent at last week's European Council was crystal clear. And let me repeat it here. Europe will be at Ukraine's side for every single day of this war and for every single day thereafter.
Now, at last week's European Council summit, the bloc agreed a new aid package for Ukraine worth in excess of $50 billion, overturning recent opposition from Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban. And on the sidelines of the European Parliament session in Strasbourg, a deal has also now been reached on how to deliver that aid. A Ukraine plan, as it's being called, will link the funds to different reform projects inside Ukraine, similar to how central EU funds are dispersed to different countries within the bloc. So, as Kyiv prepares for the 2-year anniversary of the start of the conflict, which is coming up on the 24th of February, it now has clarity from one of its biggest supporters after weeks of uncertainty. However, $60 billion of funding from its other major supporter, the United States, is still facing an uphill battle to be approved by members of Congress in Washington. Giles Gibson for CGTN, Brussels.